about a wrist. This is more comfortable for you and you want to go in here, that's fine as well. I'm not going to be nitpicky about that. Also from a collar tie. Okay? So partner's collar tying you here. When I go to get to the 2-on-1, first thing that's most important is I have to make sure I'm shrugging the shoulder. If I don't shrug, I can pull this all day, but if someone's pretty strong, it's going to be really hard to finish. I take the spaceway between my ear and my shoulder. So first things first, I start to shrug this shoulder up, and I'm going to use my shoulder after that to bump forward. Okay? Now I have that good 2-on-1 position. First things first, my head position. My forehead is inner temple. If she's blocking me out here, there's not a whole lot I can do. Okay? So I got to make sure once I bump, my forehead is in her temple on the inside side here. Okay. Second, I have her wrist, and I have the upper part of her arm, and I have shoulder pressure in here. If I'm just out in front and this is loose, she's going to be able to get her arm back pretty easily. Okay? So I have head position, and I already have my shoulder rotated into hers, and I'm starting to create a little bit of an angle. You see that? I'm not sure out in front I have this angle here. That's going to allow me to attack. Okay? Once we're here, I'm going to give you guys two options. Option A and option B. Option A is pretty straightforward. It's pretty low risk, high reward, but it's simple, I guess. But again, effective. Option 2 is going to be a cutback. So option 1, basic high single. I'm going to close this gap off first. I'm going to kind of go a bit of a stutter step if I need to get a little bit closer to her hip. Once I'm here, I'm going to pull this arm back. Okay? See this hand is coming off the wrist. I'm pulling this arm back. I'm reaching inside the knee. When I do that, my head comes up. It's in her chest. Okay? Head down, no good. Okay? I'm looking almost like my temple is right inside her shoulder. Once I have a good grip here, I'm locked on. This hand on the top part of her arm is going to drop. I'm just going to lock my hands nice and easy. Notice my hips are in. Okay? If my head's down, my hips come out. I have all this space. I have no power. There's nothing below me. Okay? I drop. My hips are in. My head is up. My chest is, my back is straight. And now I can just drive into it. Here. Okay? Pretty easy. From here, I can finish however you want. Right? I can bump it straight. Okay? If you like to run the cutting dump, I have that option. It's all there. Okay? Option 2, if you want to be a little bit trickier, set up our 2-on-1 the same way. Okay? So I have my outside hand, okay, on her wrist. My backside hand is over by her tricep, and I'm shrugging the shoulder. Okay? Shrugging that shoulder. I bump, and I immediately get my head position. Okay? This time for that cutback, I'm still going to make that stutter step in. I have to take this space away. I'm here. So for this time, whereas before I could kind of be neutral with her feet, I'm stepping all the way behind. Okay? Here. I don't have to be right at her heel, but I have to get behind her a little bit. Now, I'm still making the same motion where I'm pulling this arm back, kind of like starting a lawnmower, right? It's a big pull. But I'm going to over-exaggerate this time, whereas before I just need to get a little bit of space to get into this leg. I'm using this arm to pull her backwards. When I reach for this knee and my head comes inside just like before, I'm going to take her all the way to her back. It's not coming from me pulling this leg up. It's coming from me pulling this arm back. That's why it's so important to over-exaggerate it. This is almost just creating a block. You guys ever tabletop somebody? They hide behind their knees and your friend pushes them over. You know what I'm talking about? Same kind of concept, except just using my one hand. Okay? I block, I pull, I use my head. Okay? My head is creating momentum. That hand with the inside reach is what's blocking. Okay? I'm blocking a little bit with that leg, and this is pulling her over and finishing the job. Okay? And just finish on top. Okay? So option 1, get to a 2-on-1, however you'd like. I shrug, I bump, head position. Close that gap. I'm here. Nice little step. Here. Now I'm going to my high single, I pull this back, I reach inside that knee, and my head comes right inside, and my temple is in her chest. Now this hand on the top part of the arm drops, I drive in, okay? One more important note on that, I'm not pulling this leg to come up, okay? I'm never moving backwards, always forward. So once I'm here, I drop this arm, I'm in position, I drive in. Naturally, the leg will come up with her, but it's always a forward motion. Use your head to drive, okay? Option 2, same thing. Shrug that shoulder, set it up. Now, to go to that cutback, I step, my head comes in, I block, and I pull. Use my head to bring it all the way down. I'll show both full speed. I single. Here. Option 2, cutback. There. If you're having a little bit of a hard time, one thing you can do as well is use this arm to pull her closer. Okay? So if I'm here, head position, she still feels far back, I can't step to get it closer. I can pull from this arm to bring her a little bit closer to and make her step. I'm not going to pull from the wrist. She can still have a little bit of mobility here. If I pull from this upper part of the arm, she's going to come closer again. I have shoulder pressure, I'm in tight. If I'm here, I pull. Now this leg is nice and easy for you to attack, right, or cut back. Either option. Anyone needs either one of those again? Questions, comments, concerns? Heard?